one told you to be on this call tonight. Oh, sorry, I'm forgetting what's on my head. Compliments of the season, guys. Merry Christmas in advance. I think that said, I can drop this so that I can focus on the purpose of gathering. So you're welcome once again. I see a number of people here. Let me just go through it because there are just a few of us and we'll jump into the presentation. So we welcome Adelina, Alex, Alice, um, Pastor Dennis, Lady Lillian. Okay, good. Glad you are in here now. Some people were having a challenge getting in. I think it's working now. Mina, Michael, Morgan, Nee, Victor, Zoom user. I'll be happy to know what your real name is. And then Calvin, it's good to see you here. So I have some of my top leaders on this call, and then you, my honorary guests. You're also welcome to the call. So I don't know what the person told you, but we're going to jump into a very exciting conversation. I hope at the end of this conversation, I would have been able to help you understand and see the value of what we are about talking about. So just to start with, let me get this recorded. I forgot about this one. This one. Good. So just about a couple of years ago, a project called the GotBackup project was launched. And just like it happens in technology and everything that is tech, um, everything big usually starts small. And I'm going to start with a story. About 2 decades ago, a certain gentleman, also then in the second year of university, also had an idea, a technological idea. And he informed some friends about the idea he had. He wanted to connect people in the university at the time. And he invited 7 of his friends. 5 of them showed up. And after he had broken down the blueprints to them, 2 of them decided to partner him on the project. 3 worked out that, look, this will not make sense. And I mean, this will not work. Just like it is when you're starting something new. And this is about 2 decades down the line, and that project has become a multi-million-dollar project. And in fact, many of us are participants in that project. This is how Facebook started. When Mark Zuckerberg had the idea, it was only 2 friends who partnered him on the project, and those friends are multi-millionaires with him now. The other 3 still live in regret, and I'm happy you actually have showed up just like those friends did. And I hope at the end of this, you would make a decision to be one of the 2, because Go Backup is here to turn dreams into reality. There are 2 dreams we speak about when it comes to Go Backup. One, your digital dreams, and then 2, your financial dreams. Because if you pay attention a little, everything about our lives now is digital. We spend so much space, so much time on the online spaces. And if you're here a bit earlier, you may have seen the video that shows how online overtook every other interaction from the year, was it 2000? It just skyrocketed, and now we spend even more time online, and we create everything about our memories there. And there's something happening in that space that you must be part of, and I hope I'll tell you more about it as the presentation goes on. And then there's that financial dream. Today is 18th of December, 2025. I don't know how you started the year. I believe you started with some dreams of having to add additional income, expand your income, start getting closer to that lifestyle, that impact, that goal you had set for yourself. It's still about 18 to 35, about 13 more days to the end of the year. Perhaps you may have not seen that way happening. I hope after this will open you to that window, that unique opportunity Go Backup gives every single person who has the eyes to see where this is. And these are what we call your financial dreams. Because for many of us, it could be living in your own home. I mean, perhaps you're still in a rented apartment or you're not living in that building that you have always desired. Perhaps yours is traveling the world. You just love seeing the beautiful creation God has put all over the world. Or perhaps yours is preparing for that time. Because, for all of us, the time to stop work will happen. The issue now is not about when, because that one is certain. It's about time. It's about how are you preparing towards that time? And what income level are you preparing towards it? GotBackup is here to turn those two dreams into reality. So I'll say stick and stay to the end because it gets exciting as we go on. If you're ready for us to take off, perhaps you can put a 1 or in the chat for me. So I see you are with me on this call. So I'm expecting some ones on the chat and then I can move on to the next slide. Anyone's popping up soon? I hope you can hear me though. Okay. All right. There's a 1 in there. So I think someone is at least with me here. Thank you, Lady Lillian, for that. So let's get into it. Let's go back up about. Sorry, I speak a bit fast. I'm going to try and slow down for this presentation. Thank you also for your response there, Michael. Thank you. So what is Go Back about? Go Backup about? Go Backup is here to empower individuals, families, organizations, businesses to achieve their dreams, those two dreams. Go Backup is not here for IT gurus, technological people in the IT space. It's here for every single person who has a dream, is here to help you achieve your dream. Every business who values their assets, the company documents, you value all the things you are generating, Go Backup is here for you. And it's for families because look, the memories we create as families are memories that last long. Can you imagine having to take all the photos of this December, creating it, and then just January, you lose it? No, Go Backup is here for you for that purpose and also for the impact that comes along with it. So who are they? What are they about? Go Backup simply offers you a secure cloud storage at unbelievable prices. I'll show you as we go on. Plus, a unique opportunity to partake in a very lucrative strategic partnership program. It's your ultra secure personal cloud storage. And the product, GotBackup, was birthed by an organization which is about 28 years old, called Global Virtual Opportunities. GVO is a multi-million dollar, fully owned internet marketing and software development company. GVO has been in existence since 1997, started in Gatineau, Quebec, Canada, and now moved to Texas and sits on a fully owned 10,000 square feet data center. You know, they've been in the business of building servers, helping organizations back up their data. You know, in those days, 97 and perhaps before, storage of data in terms of documents, files, photos were all more of an in-house system thing. It was more of physical storage. Digital storage has moved to now cloud storage. So we all talk about cloud now. GotBackup moved to Texas because it needed the fiber optics to support the cloud storage facility they were offering. And a sorry, I got that wrong. Global Virtual Opportunities moved to Texas to get the fiber optics right. And then it birthed GotBackup about just 2 years ago. That was in April 2023. That's when GotBackup was birthed. So the product GotBackup is barely 2 years old. Global Virtual Opportunities is about a 28-year-old solid organization which has been providing these solutions all over the world until GotBackup was birthed for cloud solutions, because now, more than ever, all of us have some digital assets that we are storing more on the cloud. I don't know when was the last time you used a pen drive to transfer a photo from one computer to the other. I don't know the last time you used an external hard drive to move files. Our files are now not being stored on these devices anymore. We started from the diskettes, and then the CDs came, and then we went to pen drives. Pen drives graduated from 256 all the way to about, I think the biggest one I saw before external hard drive was about 64 GB. And then the external hard drives also came on. With all of these, you know, when it gets virused or it gets crashed or it gets corrupted, you lose your files. So data storage has migrated to cloud storage. So now you hear more about cloud storage. Now, GotBackup is a cloud storage solution, but it's the newest kid on the block, and it's offering a unique service that the others are not offering. GotBackup has a secure team behind it. This is the team behind it. The CEO, Mr. Joe Therian, and the chief development officer, then Madame Evgenia Antonova, that's his wife, and then a whole team of technical people. In fact, they were in Ghana just a couple of weeks ago, and it was just a phenomenal time. I mean, we hosted over 800 people in the conference room. It was just overflowing because the service was just something that everybody needed to know, and the strategic partnership program was one that people was just a no-brainer, and we just had a fantastic time with them. These are legit people behind GotBackup, and the vision they have for this is just huge. The technical support GotBackup has is one top notch. I don't know whether there's any other that beats it. The 24-hour response for any technical issue, the expertise they have is just mind-blowing, and this is the real face, the faces behind GotBackup. Mostly when you hear something is virtual, you wonder if there are real people behind it, or in this space where everything is AI, are they real people? Yes, there are real people behind GotBackup, and it's a whole team. Not only does it have a technical team behind it, it has a board of directors. Sorry, I missed that slide. It has a 11-member board of directors behind it, GotBackup. One of which is a Ghanaian. In fact, he's the only Black African on the board, and they are the ones who advise how things go with this organization. I told you GotBackup is seated on a 10,000 square feet data center. Perhaps you should take a screenshot of this and verify. You can put this in Google Earth. That's their address. Verify it for yourself. The facility is there. You see activity around it. But just to give you a view of what happens inside the facility, and permit me to pause and play a video where the CEO gives us a tour of what happens inside the GotBackup facility. Perhaps you've not seen a data center before. This might be the first one you've seen. So just give me a couple of minutes to show you what happens inside GotBackup's data center. Just a minute, please.
Hey guys, welcome to the corporate office of GotBackup. Now everybody wants to know, are we super secure, and how do we offer such an amazing service at such a low price? So this is in our tech room, and what we're going to do is we're going to take you on a tour of our server room to show you just how secure it is, and we welcome you into the family. So let's go over to the server room. So the first thing I want to explain to you guys is that we're fully PCI compliant. For physical PCI compliance, what does that mean? It means we're allowed to physically store credit cards in our data center because we're uber secure. So we've passed all the tests for that, and we're legally allowed to store credit cards and your storage. So one of the first requirements for PCI compliance is you have to have 2 coded doors before you get into your server room. We also, as a company, like to have fun, so we call it Area 51. So anyway, I'm going to code this door with my back here so you guys can't see what the code is. Come in this way. This is a simple inventory room, guys. We build servers here and so forth. And then our second coded door is over here, okay? And so we have a coded door here as well to get into the server room. So here we are in the server room, guys. This is where all the magic happens. So a couple of things people ask. Joel, how secure is my data, and could you ever lose our data? So as an example, let's come here. It's impossible to lose your data, and here's why. If you look at this storage array, and we have, hundreds of storage arrays in here, there's 14 hard drives across this storage array. 4 of these hard drives could fail, which statistically never happens, but let's say it did. 4 of these hard drives need to fail before we start to lose some data. But guess what? We're not going to lose any data because this is striped to here. This whole rack of hard drives here is copied here. Just the same here. All these hard drives here are copied here. So there's not a single point of failure relative to your data. There's also no single point of failure in the server room. As an example, there's A power and B power. Every server is plugged into A power. Every server is plugged into B power. Also, relative to cooling of this room, if you come over here, you'll see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 air conditioners in this server room. So the air is never going to be a problem. The other thing as well is we're very, very efficient. If you look up at the ceiling, let's come back over here. you'll see vents up there, and the cold air is strategically placed in front of the servers here, so it sucks in all the cold air, and it goes over into the hot aisle behind this wall here. So very, very efficient server room as well. And finally, if God forbid there was ever a fire in this room, we have here what's called a fire suppression system. What this system does, it's just a bunch of electronics behind here, but we can open it up, okay, is if God forbid there was a fire, and in 25 years there's never been a fire, but it will snuff out all the oxygen in this room. If there's no oxygen, then the fire goes out, right? So we don't use water to destroy the equipment. So that's the basics of the server room. Super, super secure and super redundant relative to your data. So the other aspect of security is we use the exact same security as Amazon, as Google, as all the big players, Microsoft. It's patented security, it's military grade, 256-bit encryption security. So your stuff is very secure. So let's come out of the server room for now. And I also want to explain, if God forbid, a bomb dropped on this building, a hurricane came in, whatever, a flood, which statistically is impossible, but if it did happen, we also back up all of your cloud data to a third-party data center just in case something ever happened to this building. And again, it's never happened, but you just never know, right?
Welcome to the digital age.
Pause this for now. We'll take a look at this as the presentation goes on. So that's the data center of GotBackup. That's what happens inside the data center. Your data is that secure with GotBackup. So, and we'll go into what more there is. All right. So what cloud storage, really? Why are we talking about cloud storage now? Cloud storage data has become the new oil of our time. Those days, I don't know which time to say, it was oil that was running the economies of the world. Our time is data in terms of the photos, the videos, the documents that we are generating. And it will interest you to know that from our devices, we generate about 402 million terabytes of data every single day. All of us contribute to it. So long as you're on Facebook, you're on Instagram, you're taking photos, you're sharing messages, all these interactions we have with each other on our devices is data we are generating. But now we have school online, we have banking online, we have church online, everything is online. And all these interactions produce data that needs to be stored. It's surprising that in the space of digital storage, there are just about 15 or so players in the space offering services for digital storage. There's a huge gap in demand for digital storage. And GotBackup is one of the solutions. In fact, like I told you, the newest kid that provides a solution for digital storage, plus adds a boundless opportunity to it. So cloud storage also is what is running AI. Everything AI is data that has been generated and is being try to synthesize to support AI. So long as there's data generation every single day to feed AI, that data must be stored. And digital storage is now the new oil because there's so much opportunity there. But GotBackup is the only one that gives you a strategic partnership that gets with it. But we'll talk about that later. So what does GotBackup do? It leverages two massive global trends. Two trends. Let's talk about the first one. Trend number one, there are over 15 billion smartphones in the world. 15 billion smartphones in the world. Kindly help me in the chat box. How many phones do you have? How many phones do you have? You can put that in the chat box. Of course, I know someone who has 6 smartphones. Yes, she has 6 smartphones. She travels the world and she doesn't want to change her devices everywhere she goes. So depending on where she is, she just switches that phone on and then she works. She has 6 smartphones. I mean, having done this for a bit, I know most adults have at least 2 smartphones. I hope that's the stats that is coming up here. So I see 2, I see someone laughing, I see another 1. So, okay, some of us have 1. Someone has 1. Okay, I have 2. I have 2 smartphones. That's 15 billion smartphones in the world. The population of the world, in fact, that 15 billion was even as at the year 2021. That's about 4 years ago. This year is about 18.2 billion smartphones that are in the world. The projection for smartphones just keeps going higher and higher and higher because it's getting more specifications, it's getting us to do much more than we would have traditionally done on other devices. The phone is doing a lot more for us. And it's no respecter of age, class, race, social status. Everybody uses a smartphone. So you see a smartphone in the village as much as you see it in the city. You see it in corporate, you see it in the market. Everybody is using a smartphone because of the solutions it's giving to us. And for everything that has a good market and a demand, financial success is definitely attached to it. And that's why everybody doing something related to the smartphone is doing well. But as we use this phone so frequently, we've all become what we call cell phone addicts. You may not like the word addict because of perhaps negative tax that has come to it. But we have all become so reliant on our phones, we become addicted to our phones. And I'll try and prove it to you a bit with the stats that have been generated about cell phone usage. Please put a 2 in the chat if you use your phone as an alarm clock. Many of us use our phones as an alarm clock. Stats says about 80% of phone users use their phones as an alarm clock. I use my phone as an alarm clock. In fact, the traditional alarm clock is, I don't remember last time I saw one. It's been phased out. And just to also add to it, how many of us actually use our wristwatches to check time? Many people are walking around with a wristwatch that is actually not working. It's just to complete the look. The phone is now what you use to check time even more regularly. Let's do another one. Please put a 3 in the chat if you would feel uneasy if you got to work today and realized you didn't pack your phone with you. You got to work today, realize your phone was not with you. And many of us, that's like the most boring day ever. You miss out on conversations, you miss out on calls, you miss out on interactions. You just be uncomfortable the whole day because this device is not with you. And let me do one last one before I get into the exciting part. Just put a 4 in the chat for me. I see some people are responding, some are not, but it's all good. You can put a 4 in the chat if you take your phone to the washroom. Now people spend a lot of time in the washroom because of this device. I mean, people are done with business and they're there scrolling, chatting, texting, mailing, all because this device has become a lot more than just a phone for ringing. It's for picking calls. Now, 73% of us use our phones in the washroom. I'm one of them. Perhaps you are too, but it's all fine. That's how addicted and reliant we have become to our phones. And you know, the phones are so delicate. They are so delicate. I mean, the first thing you buy after you purchase a phone now is a screen case and then a phone screen and then a case. You don't want anything to happen to your device because you want to protect the outside of it. But you know, we take the phones to all sorts of places, and delicate as it is, and using it to collect so much data and memories and work in the volumes that we are creating now, data loss is surprisingly happening in the same volumes. People are losing that much information, that much data, as much as we are creating so much, and it's always an accident. Stats says about 45% of cell phone users have accidentally damaged their phone and lost their data. Perhaps you have been there before. You may have had the phone drop, the screen cracked, and that was the end of it. About 5,700 screens are cracked every single hour somewhere in the world. So by the time you're done with this call, somebody's phone would have fallen and would have had a crack. I'm sure if you look on your screen now, perhaps you see some cracks there too. Stats also says a laptop or a cell phone is stolen every 43 seconds. That's worrying. You know, a couple of, I think sometime earlier on in the year, one of my friends was in the UK and he was in London, trying to navigate his way to the Canadian embassy. And whilst on his phone navigating, his phone was just snatched from his hands on the streets of London. And whilst he was trying to run after the person who had taken the phone, the one in his top pocket also fell. And that screen was gone. So in an instance, he had lost 2 phones. And if it wasn't for the solution I'm about to tell you, he would have just lost every single data he has. And just like it is for many of us, you know, you can actually lose your phone and lose all your data. What if you could secure that information such that no matter what happens to your device, you can still have your information. You can still have the documents, the photos, the files, the videos, all those things you stored on your laptop or your phone back. People are actually looking for solutions like that, and GotBackup is the solution for your data assets. So what is GotBackup about? What is GotBackup at all? GotBackup is just like the providers that you know. If you're an iPhone user, you know iCloud. If you're an Android user, you know OneDrive. There's Dropbox also. There's OneDrive. There's iDrive. There are just about 15 of them around. Already billions of people are using this. iCloud, for instance, has over, I think, 1 billion users across the world. Google Drive, that's about, I think, 2 million or 2 billion users, 2 billion users across the world. Dropbox has, I think, 750 million users across the world. People are already using these services, but people are switching to GotBackup because of something unique GotBackup is offering. I use 2 iPhones. I'm an iCloud user, and I switched to GotBackup because the solution GotBackup was provided beats and trumps all of these ones. So what's GotBackup providing? Let's get into it. So cloud storage is a subscription-based service. It's a either monthly or annual subscription-based service. If you've been paying, perhaps you are doing monthly. There's also an annual subscription service, and annuals are perhaps mostly better than the monthlies because annuals you get some discounts on it. Maybe you get some 2 free months, or you get the first 3 months discounted, the rest fully paid. So annual subscriptions are mostly better than that. So let's use the annual subscriptions and compare with our competitors. Okay. So iCloud, Dropbox, Google Drive, they are the common ones. So I'm going to use those to compare. So annual subscription for a 6 terabyte space. 6 terabytes of space is 6,000 gigabytes of space. 6 terabytes of space because that's what GotBackup offers on its family pack annual subscription. So let's compare like for like. iCloud would take $360 US for 6 terabytes of space for 6 users. Dropbox would do about $660 for 6 terabytes of space for 3 users. Google Drive, that's about 216. I mean, these prices have been reviewed. Every year it goes up. Google Drive is doing about 216 for 5 terabytes of space for one user, one single user. For the same 6 terabytes of space, GoBackup is offering you at $99.97 per year. It's approximately about $100 per year for the same 6 terabytes, 6,000 gigabytes of space. And when GotBackup, you can have 6 separate accounts. So you can actually share the space with 5 other people. Each person will have their username and their password. Nobody's data interferes with it. GotBackup works on multiple devices. With that one account, you can have all the phones that you have, all the laptops that you have. I have 2 phones and already 2 laptops backed up onto GotBackup's cloud space, and none of the other providers gives me that flexibility with digital storage. So $100 per annum, multiple accounts, to 6 accounts, multiple devices, and then it works on multiple operating systems. iCloud will not work on any other operating system that is not Apple. So if you are not a MacBook or an iPhone, you can't use iCloud. GotBackup works on all operating systems, whether you are Android or you are iPhone or you are Windows or you are MacBook. GotBackup can work on the system. It can work on your phone. It can work on your laptop. And the beauty about GotBackup when it comes to laptop is it actually backs up not the files alone on your device, but also backs up to the C drive of your machine. So if your machine should crack or crash right now, everything you have is backed up on the cloud. You can literally fix your machine and restore it, restore the documents back to it, restore the entire operating system back to it. It's not a story. I have experienced it. I had my laptop crash sometime last year. My children were downloading a cartoon onto the PC on a Sunday afternoon, and they returned the PC and it was loading. I mean, for them, the cartoon was downloading, but we just knew something had gone wrong. The website was not right. And of course, when it was done, my laptop came to safe mode. No icons on the desktop, nothing was working, nothing was clicking. I just knew that the worst has happened. But then I had already been on GoBackup for a while, and I logged onto my GoBackup cloud on my husband's laptop. And there it was. My laptop was safely backed up to the last hour. GoBackup on your laptop, that's hourly incremental backups. So every hour, whatever new thing has come on is backed up. So your data is never lost. And that's the kind of peace of mind you have with GotBackup. All your data assets safe on the cloud. Every device you have, back it up onto the cloud and just rest easy. Because no matter what happens to your device, you can always get your information back and you can always replace the device. So for $100 per annum, you get 6 TB of space, 6 users, multiple operating systems, unlimited devices, unlike what our competitors are offering. Reason why people are switching, like I switched. But then there's more. You may think GotBackup may have compromised on something. If you watch the video clearly, CEO mentioned that it's a 256 bit encrypted security. Your data is as secure as it is on the others. So if you're using iCloud and you never asked what kind of security they are using, you don't have to worry about GotBackup's Google Drive. You don't have to worry about GotBackup. GotBackup uses the same level of security that they do. But this compares what is happening currently on annual subscriptions. So currently on annual subscriptions, our competitors are doing 2 TB, one account, one operating system. GotBackup is doing on annual subscriptions, 6 TB, 6 accounts, multiple operating systems. That's value for money. And to add to it, the security is top notch. This AES 256-bit encryption security we talk about is the kind of security the US military uses to back up their information. That should tell you the level of security GotBackup has. I would have wanted to break it down so you understand what it means, but let's get into more exciting things. The data is secure. They're also PCI compliant. What does that mean? It means that your credit card is safe with them, and they have the payment card industry compliance. It takes a lot of certification to get that should I say certificates given to you. And GotBackup, because of the security they have, they can actually keep payment cards. It also has a 30-day money back guarantee. GotBackup says, if you use my service in 30 days, you don't like it, I'll refund it. I'll refund your money back to you. But in fact, since I've been on this for the past 2 years, most people just stay because the peace of mind you have with GotBackup, it's no money back issue. You just stay and keep your stuff secure on it because it's just the best cloud service ever. But then there's still more. In addition to all of this, GotBackup adds an email system to it where you can do bulk email, personalize, and automate emails. What does it mean? You can send up to 20,000 people one email with just a single click of a button. You can personalize those emails. Each of them will receive it in their name, their first full or their last name using the algorithm in the system. And you can automate these emails. So if you intend to send Christmas emails, you don't need to wait till 23rd, 24th, and then you are hurriedly trying to get it done. You can set it now. Automate it to 25th December, 7 a.m., 6 a.m. for the emails to be sent. The system will do it for you. GotBackup is giving you this for $0 per annum. It's just an add-on to your cloud service to help you be more efficient with it. So with GotBackup, you should never, ever lose your photos, your videos, your digital assets ever again. The space is huge, works on all the operating systems. It's that secure. And the beauty of this is over 98% of the work is done for you. You just have to do the 2%. The 2%, download the app, connect it to Wi-Fi, do your initial backup. The system will back up everything on your phones, set it into the years, break the years into months. So it's all organized. You don't need to go do that for yourself. And the other exciting part of GotBackup is taking over the world, one country at a time. We are currently in 162 countries in the world in just 2 years. In just 2 years, for a product to reach that far, then there was already a market waiting for it. There was already demand for it. The reason why people are just switching to it. Ghana got onto this project as country number 82. And, this was just barely 3 months after the product had been launched. The only Black African on the board of directors of GotBackup, his name is Dr. Kweku Ohene Asare. field is in AI, data analytics, cloud computing, machine learning. He's a lecturer in 4 universities across the world, 2 in UK, one in Ghana, one in South Africa. So partners of him told him about this project. This was 3 months after he had been launched, and he got Ghana started on the GotBackup project. You would think in 3 months, GotBackup, Ghana should get onto it as maybe country number, maybe 50, 20. We got on 3 months after the launch as country number 82. This project was already running. And I acknowledge 2 of my partners on this project who opened Liberia and Senegal to the GotBackup project. Reverend Bijou and Mr. Calvin Birch. And in fact, the beauty of this and the expansion, the impact happening in these places is simply mind-blowing. Senegal, and then magic is happening in DRC also. And there are 195 countries in the world. We are currently in 162. They're just under 40 countries yet, and GotBackup will be all over the world. In fact, we are seeing this project very early because when we went into the stats, GotBackup is supposed to be popular and known globally by the year 2029. This is 2025, and it's already taken over the world. That's how timely this project is and this service is. So people are switching. They're switching because this service is unique. And I told you, it's the newest kid and it's beating everybody else. But then it gets more exciting. And before I get into the exciting part, in fact, this graph you should not forget. I don't know whether I should play the video before or after. Let's watch a video, then I would explain what this means. Then we can get into the second trend of what GotBackup is here for. Can you give me a minute and pay attention to this video?
Welcome to the digital age, where data is the new oil, fueling an unprecedented economic revolution. Every click, every transaction, every piece of data we generate powers the world's economy. Just like oil powered the last century, digital storage will drive the next one. Digital storage isn't just a resource, it's a strategic asset, an economic driver. With data doubling every 2 years, the demand for cloud storage solutions is exploding. Now is your chance to partner with a leader in this space. Imagine aligning with a company that's not just keeping up with the digital storage revolution, but leading it. From innovative cloud storage solutions to cutting-edge data management, GotBackup is at the forefront, ready to scale new heights with partners who share their vision. Partner with us, and together, we'll unlock the potential for growth, innovation, and success. Cloud storage, the new oil of our time. Let's fuel the future together.
Imagine.
Okay, so cloud storage is the new oil of our time. And how is that? Let me try and explain what I have on this graph. I hope you heard every single thing in that video. You see, the size of the cloud market is in billions of dollars. The trend started in the year 2022, and it didn't even start in millions of dollars to progress into billions. It started straight away in billions of dollars. In the year 2022, this space, cloud storage market, across the world, generated $90 billion. $90 billion. The year after, adds on another 108 billion dollars. You know, just to put some reality to it, this is bigger than the GDP of some African countries. The year 2023, my country, Ghana here, we generated $76 billion as a country. Yet cloud storage on devices generated $108 billion. And if you can't see anything on this graph, you can see this is an upward trend. In fact, if you forget anything I've said today, don't forget anything I'm speaking about for this graph. Let's jump to 2025. The projection for 2025 by Statista.com is $165 billion. In fact, I saw the graph for 2025, and it's actually gone beyond the $165 billion. I think we're heading to $402 or so billion this year. But let's use this graph. From now to the year 2030, in the next 5 years, it moves from 165 billion to $500 billion. Some stats have even given $1 trillion, not even $500 billion in the next 5 years. That's how big this space is. That's how much this market is going to generate in the next 5 years. Let me try and make it a bit more relatable and use perhaps a commodity that my friend Mr. Brett uses, so you can see this closer to you, and perhaps you would understand where we're going. Assuming this same graph you're seeing on the screen, I tell you this is a graph of the commodity we perhaps all know, charcoal. If there are any Liberians on the call, it's called fire coal. If you know charcoal, and if experts have done their analysis and they said the trend for charcoal is an upward trend, it's going to start from 2022 to the next 2030, but let's use 2025. The trend is going upwards into trillions of dollars. So if a bag of charcoal was let me use Ghana cedis. If a bag of charcoal was, say, 100 Ghana cedis now in the year 2025, and the projection to the year 2030 is 1,000 cedis a bag from the analysis we have. If experts have projected it and you found yourself in a conversation and had the privilege of hearing it, what decision would you make as a business person with that information? And perhaps you can put your decision or your ideas into the chat. What decision would you make if you saw that a bag of charcoal had the potential of growing from a bag 100 Ghana cedis to 1,000 in the next 5 years? What would you do differently now to affect your future? I asked this question severally on multiple calls, and the answers that come, I'll get into charcoal business. I would start storing charcoal. Even someone said I'll start planting trees because that's what is going to be the raw material for it. All because in the next 5 years, as the stats have said, you'll be cashing in big by the year 2030. That's where we stand with cloud storage. This is 2025. The projection is just upward. People are going to need to store their data in clouds. There are just about a few service providers. GotBackup is the only one that allows you to partner the space. So you can also be part of this billions of dollars that's going to be generated in this space. We always remember this, that a slice of something big is worth more than all of something small. I don't know what you may be doing now, but a slice of this big pie may be worth more than all of what you're doing. And that is where the second part of what GotBackup leverages on, the second trend GotBackup leverages on, comes in. That trend where we all started this year from, with resolutions to make additional income, expand our income, supplemental income, whichever name we call it, residual income, passive income, side hustle. Do something in addition to what you're doing so you can make more money, so you can live a more quality life, so you can impact more people's life. Perhaps yours is just to purchase your own home or pay your children's school fees or be able to take care of your parents, like whatever the reason was, there was a need for you to expand your income. And that is a second trend. This trend is already happening all over the world. People are doing side businesses. About 42% of Americans do side businesses. The Gen Zs, many of them, over 62% of them are doing businesses. And you see young millionaires coming up because of things like this. We are in an economy of leverages and partnerships. That time where our parents just did a 9 to 5 alone, that's not the time. The internet has changed how work is done. It's about leverages and partnerships. And this strategic partnership with an industry that has $1 billion potential, I think is one that you should not miss. And I'm going to tell you how GotBackup invites you to be a partner on their project. GotBackup is the only cloud storage service that pays you. GotBackup is the only cloud storage service that pays you. In this big space of billions of dollars, GotBackup is the only one that allows you to take a slice of that pie. It uses a very simple system that allows everybody, it's no respecter of tech skills, no additional skills, everybody with a dream, everybody with the passion to impact, everybody who wants to do more with their life, everybody who has a desire to impact lives using technology and expand their dreams. GotBackup says, I'm inviting you to partner me because we want to take our project to the world. We already know there are billions of users in the space using other services, and we are offering something that is unique that none of them offers. A bigger space, multiple operating systems, and all of that. We want you to be one of our ambassadors, and we are willing to pay you to be one of our ambassadors as we hit millions of users across the world. Currently, GotBackup in the 162 countries. I don't think we are up to more than 100,000 users in the world yet. In Africa, I don't think we are up to 3,000 users in the world, in Africa. In Ghana, I think we are just a little over 1,000 users, perhaps 1,002 or so users in Ghana. This is the timeliness of this partnership, and I'm going to show you how you can be part of it. How do you get started? You can purchase this annual subscription of GotBackup, $99.97 per annum. Use the service, back up all your files and documents on your laptop, your tablet, your phones, $99 per annum per year. And top up with an additional $20 to be part of the strategic partnership project, because that's the only way you start earning money with GotBackup. I would say don't use the service alone. Be one of the strategic partners, because when it starts working for you like it's been working for me, you can't keep quiet. You just want everybody to have that same peace of mind you're having with digital storage. And I'm going to show you how $120 a year can turn to $1,000, can turn to $10,000, can turn to $5,000, just using the simple system GotBackup has put in place. $120 a year will turn into multiples if you partner this project and just be one of the good ambassadors of GotBackup. GotBackup also has an enterprise pack. If 6 terabytes of space is too small and you're an organization who needs bigger than 6 terabytes, GotBackup has an enterprise solution, and this price beats all enterprise solutions available now because it's $60 a month. That's about $600 a year. I know one of my friends who's a businessman. He has multiple businesses. He spends over $400 a month on cloud storage, $400 a month. So you can imagine what this did for him. He just quickly started backing up his things to GotBackup. And this is 20 terabytes of space. You can have 20 separate accounts with it on the enterprise solution. But let's talk about the earnings. You can earn in 7 ways with GotBackup. 7 amazing ways with GotBackup. We're going to talk about 2 of them. And let's talk about the first one first. The first one called the customer acquisition bonus. Just like the name says, customer acquisition bonus. So if I asked you, with this beautiful service you've had, how many friends do you think you can recommend GotBackup to this week? Maybe you can put a number in the chat. How many friends do you think you would like to tell about GotBackup this week? Let me show you how you can earn with it. Let me use an estimate of 4, which was the answer my friend gave me the first time I asked him about this. So 4, what does that mean? GotBackup says, for each person you recommend to my service, I split the subscription cost with you 50-50 as a strategic partner. I give you $50 for each person you recommend to my service as a strategic partner. So for 4 friends that you recommend to GotBackup this week that you started the project, you earn $200 with GotBackup. There's no cap to how many people you can recommend GotBackup to in a week, a month. It depends on how you want to run it. And that's just the customer acquisition bonus, multiples of $50 on the annual subscription. But then there's actually another 25% if you would recommend the enterprise solutions to your friends or people who will need the service. The enterprise solution is about $600 a year. 25% of that is about $150. So on customer acquisition bonus, you could be making multiples of 50s and 150. Mind you started this project with what? $120 per annum. And in a week, you can actually get your principal back and be in profit mode. And this is just the customer acquisition bonus. And like I said, you can just on customer acquisition bonus make $500 a week, 10 subscribers, $1,000 a week, 20 people subscribing to GotBackup per your recommendation. And this is just the customer acquisition bonus. There's actually even more. There are 7 other bonuses. Customer acquisition bonus is paid on a weekly basis. Every Friday, you can cash that out if you want to. But the next bonuses are team bonuses, and these are paid on a monthly basis. GotBackup gives 75% of its profit month on month as earnings for its strategic partners. 75% of profit month on month. So it's not like a fixed value. It's the profit that's made for that month that is spread over. And that's where the other 6 bonuses come in. So you can rank up using the simple system GotBackup has put in place. I'll just demonstrate it. Many of us are working in fields that we cannot even tell how we can get promoted, whether it is doing the course, in which area, coming back and waiting for promotion. And sometimes even after promotion, what you're earning is not even significant. I mean, recently, I'm a medical doctor. The nurses in my facility, some of them had gone to school 4 years, come back with their degrees. They had moved from, I think, nursing trainees to degree nurses. And I was excited for them. So I was asking them, oh, so the promotion, how much salary is it coming with? I was shocked. 4 years of school to come get a promotion, and the change in salary is just barely 500 cedis. I mean, 500 cedis in USD, perhaps. I don't know how the conversion would be like. It's insignificant compared to the years and the effort that was put into getting that promotion done. Here, even in a day, you can just get up the ranks. And once you get up the ranks, what you're eligible to happens to you. One of our team members started a project 43 days. The guy was a diamond. And if you are paying attention on the screen, being a diamond means he's eligible to tier 2 cycles, generations, dynamic compression. He gets 100% on cycle match. And then he gets rank pool and he gets leadership bonus. All of these are small percentages of the 75% profit that GotBackup spreads over. And anybody can get up the ranks. Once you're up the rank, you're eligible to the earnings that come along with it. So you can go from copper, don't mind the arrangements, it's upside down. You can move from copper all the way to the black diamond, depending on how you run this project. But let's talk about the cycle match bonus, because that one just blows my mind. So cycle match bonuses start from when you are ranked Sapphire on the GotBackup project, and you can become Sapphire maybe slow 6 months. You can become a Sapphire, super fast like a diamond guy. 43 days you can become a diamond. So depend on how fast. But let's say you're super slow. So you're taking your time. So it takes you about 6 months to adjust and become a Sapphire, right? And as a Sapphire, you're eligible to tier 2 cycle, generations, dynamic compressions, and then cycle match, 25%. What does that mean? So in GotBackup, for every strategic partner you're working with, you get to leverage, you can get to make earnings on them. Like most people ask, do I get to earn on someone who's also doing the project with me? Yes, you do. You get to earn on everybody doing the project with you. Cycle match bonuses means that for every person that you are running this project with, this is the team bonuses. You get to leverage 25% of their earnings. So let me use my friend who sets 4 people in a week. So 4 people in a week, in a month, let's say that would be what? 4 times 4, that's 16. But let me use just 10 of them. And let's say that's your 10. The first 10 out of the numbers you have brought onto the project. GotBackup says, for each of those 10 people, and I'm using 10 for ease of calculation so that it will be more understandable. GotBackup says, for each of those people, as a Sapphire, I'm going to give you 25% of their earnings on cycle match. So let's use $1,000 as their earnings, assuming they are all earning $1,000. But of course, they could be earning more than $1,000. Maybe somebody's doing 10,000, someone is doing 5,000, someone is doing 2,000, someone is doing 500, someone is doing 250. Whatever amount they are earning, you leverage 25% of it as cycle match. But let's use 1,000 for 10 people. So $1,000, 25% of $1,000 is 2,250, right? 250 times 10 people is 2,500 on cycle bonus. And there's a match cap to it because this system must hold. We can't run a system that's going to break down in no time. GotBackup is not it's not a get rich quick or Ponzi. It is a whole how should I call it, affiliate program that is being run, and it's sustainable per the compensation plan they've put in place. So there's a match cap that is on the people who you are earning from. So what does the match cap mean? It means you can't earn more than $1,000 as a SAFA on one person. So if it's 2,500, that's one person is supposed to earn, the match cap is 1,000, and 1,000 on 10 people, it's still good money. That's about $10,000 for you as a SAFA. But as you go up the ranks, you become an emerald. Let's say it took you another 3 months to become an emerald. Now you're leveraging 50% on cycle match. 50% of $1,000 now becomes $500 times 10. That's $5,000 on cycle match. But there's a match cap of $2,000 per person. That's also good money. You go up Ruby, and I'm a Ruby on this project, almost hitting diamond soon. And then the diamond tiers, you start leveraging 100% on whatever each of your team members is earning. So if 10 of them are earning $1,000 each, that's times 10. That's $10,000 per person on cycle match. And mind you, this is just cycle match. There are other bonuses coming from tier 1, generations, dynamic compression, and the other bonuses. And there are bonuses, this is even beside what you're doing as customer acquisition. This is how big this gets. I already told you this is a $1 billion industry. I mean, for many of us, I don't know whether with what you're doing currently, you can see yourself earning $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, $15,000 a month. I know the industry I work in healthcare. Well, I've not seen anybody earn $15,000 a month. It doesn't happen. It's not visible. But then we find ourselves in this era where it's leverages and partnerships, and GotBackup gives you a chance to partner it and leverage on a system that opens you up to making at least $20,000 a month per person, leveraging on a system. I don't know how long you've been working for, but if someone can earn $10,000 in a month in country Ghana, leveraging GotBackup, then it is just simply mind-blowing what this is going to be in the next 2 years, in the next 3 years, in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years. This is just I can't see an end to this project. The mobile phones are not going anywhere. Cloud storage is not going anywhere. AI is just increasingly growing. People need solutions to back up their data, and GotBackup not only does it offer you a space to back up your data, it also gives you a chance to be part of something big. A slice of something big is worth more than all of something small. This is just an overview of what the earnings are with GotBackup. How to get up the ranks, they are predictable. So long as you meet the criteria, you hit the rank, and what is due you will be given to you. Everybody has the same right to go up the ranks. And most people will say, okay, so can I come and start the project and then not beat the person who registered me? Oh, yes. It's about how you work the system, how you work the comp plan. Everybody gets the chance to go up the ranks. Currently, we have a double diamond in Ghana. We have a diamond in Ghana. We have a blue diamond, one blue diamond in the world currently. And you also have the same capacity to go up. Support is provided. If all you have is the dream, the passion, you can see the vision of this, every kind of support will be provided you. You have your own personal link. You don't work through GotBackup through anybody's link. The organization deals with you directly through your referral link. They have an already made landing page for you. You have access to the email system I mentioned. Specialized tools, is it flyers, videos, everything is provided for you. You have access to regular online presentations like this one. Yours is to mention it to your loved ones that, hey, there's something you want them to take a look at, and get them onto the call for us to educate them, whilst you also learn how to educate other people about it. Training and support provided. We have trainings during the week, trainings over the weekend. Everything you need to learn to build this will be provided you. That is just a futuristic organization who wants to make something, make the organization grow. If you are going to support your team to learn, then there's definitely growth going to come in the organization. Personal development, oh my goodness. Every single person, there's no way you start this project and you won't grow. You will learn so many things that you wouldn't technically you have not learned even in classrooms, but these are things that will build you for life and make you even more productive in whatever you're doing. Community networks and partnerships, mind blowing. The kind of people I have met, the kind of protocol I've broken, the kind of rooms I've been in on this project is mind blowing. The kind of accesses this gives you, you will not find it anywhere. So every kind of support you need is provided for you. So for $120 per year, at this point in time where the year is rounding up and you're about to make new resolutions for the next year, make this one of your decisions to partner. Because by 2026 December, you should be telling a different story of how life was compared to being without it and without GotBackup in the year 2025. For $120, you get all of this: the space, the email system, the mentorship, the training, personal development, community leverages, plus a chance to be part of a big billion-dollar storage opportunity. So to round up, this is actually a service everybody needs. This is a project everybody should be able to afford. It's time to start turning your dreams into reality. There's a quote that said, if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. Dream again. Go to bed tonight and dream bigger, because there's actually a strategic partnership project that you can partner. And this is a service that is not going anywhere. The mobile phones are getting even more sophisticated, more delicate. People are going to need to store their things off the devices, and this service gives you that plus even more. So, well, yesterday was the best time you should have started this GotBackup project, but thankfully you're here today. Today is the next best time to be part of the GotBackup project. It's just the best time to start now. These are a few photos of people who are on this project and have done phenomenal, and they are growing exponentially on this project. And I salute every single leader on this project. I see some of them on the call. I salute the impact you're having and the growth that you are bringing onto the project. Up here is the board member and the double diamond in Ghana, the person who brought GotBackup into Ghana, and he sits on the board of directors of this organization. Most times projects like this will come and people are wondering, who are those behind it? Do we even know them? We know one person who sits on the board of GotBackup, and that gives us surety. So I would like to end here and thank you so much for your time. This is just a week to Christmas. Give yourself that gift of partnering something big that could change and turn your life around for good. Kindly speak to the person who invited you here for the next steps. And we'll be looking forward to seeing you on the team and seeing you, helping you grow and make more impact in your life and in the lives of those whose lives are hanged to you. So thank you so much for the time. If there are any questions, I'll take them in the chat over the next few minutes, and then we can call it an evening. Whilst we look forward to seeing you on the call. Any questions, please? Okay, let me take this. Okay, thank you for your feedback. Oh, hi. Let me stop sharing and acknowledge some leaders on the call. I can see some of my leaders are here. Okay, so let me acknowledge some of the leaders. You may have seen their photos on this last slide I put up there whilst I wait for questions to come. Mr. Henry Calvin-Bridge, thank you so much for being here. I see Miss Enyona Mepifani. Good to see you here. Thank you for being here. Lady Lillian, Pastor Dennis, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Auntie Vera, thank you for being here. Oh, Miss Yvonne, it's good to see you. Thank you for being here. And I can see a number of our team members and with their guests. Good to see you all here, and I hope you have had a clearer understanding of what we have with GotBackup. So any questions, please? Let me stop my live stream.